of the world watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch is those giant shots. Western on Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. This makes it up to the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. Well, I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Walker now from the gun. And a decent run, gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold on the play action. Warner with the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Darnold looking to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun, it's May. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Tossing it to Henderson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Off the play action. May. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. May now from the gun. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Setting up the screen with Henderson. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Second and 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play fake, Darnold. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Now an inside give to Walker. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going play action. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. The give now to Walker. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to work it to the 20. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Santa Clara coming up. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. To the air on 1st down. May. Caught, nice gain left side. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
A
They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Going play action, May. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
They bring Diggs in motion. Back to the air. It's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
May now on 3rd down. That one complete to Diggs. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
18. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Back to Henderson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Rolls out and they lost it. Ooh, but I think the Patriots got on top of that one, so they're going to maintain possession.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down and goal.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Borregalis connects, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll go play action. A throw right side finds Cup. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's his 48-yard line.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, Darnold. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble, Brock, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's taken in by Cup. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Seahawks.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. On with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set now, 1st and 10. Ball to about the 25. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Walker on second. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So 3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. To throw, here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Patriots 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets a pickup of 4 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Operating from the gun, here's May. On the move, past the 40. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Throwing again, it's May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a New England first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All set to go now from the 35. First down, May. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That's one he knows he should have had. So it's second down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here's the final play of our first half. Going to the ground again on first. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First down throw for May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. May on 1st and 10. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's May. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
To the air yet again, May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task, but
now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
you know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air in any part of the ball. Any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. Here's May again. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Here we go. Mike Vrabel getting his offense set to go for two.
The Patriots
will throw. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Young on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Oh, I get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back.
Hold on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. They go with Walker here. And this run's good for a 9-yard pickup, but it still leaves him short. That brings up 4th down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots running their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd down now, 7 to go. May now. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Thrown away and incomplete. Tariq Woolen on the coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
There's a count once again by Diggs. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Finds a man, right side. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
A gain of 9.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Henderson's going to get it on third down. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Well, they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Seahawks, 17.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion brought their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Now Darnold. This gets a first and more. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold off the play action. Oh no, he lost control of another one! And they scoop it up, time to push for the line! And this one, not surprisingly, brought a loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long they've got to figure out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Gets Henderson on the give. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going play action, May. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2.
On him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
3 and out.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Patriots have the ball and the lead, seeking a record-setting 7th title. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
A 42-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded by Henderson. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Henderson on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
We've set it down from 37. Henderson here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Henderson. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st down throw for May. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They try to get here on second. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
May now on 3rd down. Henry on the catch. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24.
Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Running it after the penalty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give now to Henderson. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. To throw, here's May. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead.
Patriots.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
27. Seahawks 20.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Walker now from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first. To throw, here's Darnold. Barner with the grab. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
To A.J. Barner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give up the gut to Walker. And they'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running back motions right. Back to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut it to a point late in this one. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Here he is to throw. Catch made over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
To the air yet again, May. Completed over the middle. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
At the 22-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Again, it's May. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Right side, Henderson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A 36-yard attempt.
That one is good! And he's done it! They've done it! They've won the Super Bowl! And it's history for the New England Patriots as they become the first franchise in NFL history to win 7 Super Bowl championships. What a moment for all of them, Brock. The crowning achievements for the careers of all of these players. And for this new coaching staff in just their first season leading this organization.
You know, how many times have we talked about these great teams and their window open and they need just one final player to take them over the top?
Yep.
Well, sometimes it's not a player at all. The missing piece is actually a coach, just the right leader who can bring out the best from the whole roster and get these guys to believe in their ability to take that next step and go win it all.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports,